Hey everybody, Dirili here. Thank you for joining me for another episode of Dangerous Relationship along Subaru Oshima's route. We are on Chapter 2, Reason for the Break, which I'm quite curious about, because I suspect it's because he has no inspiration, and we get to be his muse, hopefully. Let's see if I'm right. You can just sit back, relax, and let me read you a story.
Are you okay?
Yeah. Subaru pulled me by the hand through the gloomy alleys, shadowed by a thin veil of moonlight. He slowed down and stopped often to let me catch my breath.
We need to grab a taxi before someone sees us.
But I haven't seen any at all around here. To escape the keen eyes of the media, we crawled through the back streets, seldom used by taxis. I don't think we'll find one unless we go out to a main road or near a train station.
You might be right, but either way is going to be pretty risky.
Couldn't we call one actually, or did they not do that in Japan? Let's go to the train station. We decided to go to the station to see if we could find a taxi nearby. It's too bad we gave those sunglasses to the other guy, huh? Subaru could use those now.
Great. I don't see any reporters around here at all.
Hold on a second. Those girls over there are more your fans. If we go that way, they'll see you for sure.
Oh, good thing you stopped me. That was close. Thanks. Guess we're not getting away so easily after all.
Is hiding in an alley until they leave the only way out?
If we go now, we might just make it in time.
A cowbell jingled on the door as Subaru plunged into a small, quaint cafe. Subaru? The sign says it's closed on the door.
Don't worry about that. It just closed a second ago. Howdy.
I guess he knows the owners. Only a few moments after Subaru shouted out did a man appear from the kitchen.
Can't you read the sign? We're closed. This isn't your secret hideaway, you know. Come on, give me a break. They're after me as we speak. I saw. Some reporters were here looking for you too, not long ago. What in the blazes have you done this time? Didn't you have a concert today? I might have said something that upset a few people. Why am I not surprised? You don't think things through nearly enough. If you weren't alone, I'd kick you out into the streets, but...
The owner glanced at me as his voice trailed off.
You bought a girl this time, so I can't just do that now, can I? Thanks. You owe me one. By the way, I never see you with a girl. Did your little announcement have anything to do with eloping with your girl here?
What?
Am I wrong? You two seem to get along so well, I just assumed. If that's what it looks like to you, let's just go with that for now.
I could hardly believe Subaru was going along with that story.
Huh. So that's it, huh?
Whatever they had decided, it was lost on me. I'm really just... When I went to reject his claim, the owner leaned over and whispered into my ear.
This is the first time he's ever bought a girl here.
Subaru was too far away to hear what he had said to me.
Hey, what did you say to her?
He yanked my arm and pulled me away from the owner.
No need to get angry. I didn't say anything bad. Looks like you've taken quite an interest in this girl, though. Too bad until now you've been so devoted to music, you've never spent any time with women. I bet you wouldn't want her to hear that, so I won't say anything about it.
Oh God, don't tell me he's inexperienced at relationships. Please don't be a virgin, Subaru. Not that there's anything wrong with that, it's just not my bag. I like him experienced.
Ugh, you just did, and right in front of her. Enough. We're starving here. Don't you have anything we could snack on? Let me check. Nice to meet you.
The owner flashed me a smile before heading off into the kitchen.
Wish he would just keep out of other people's business.
Subaru poured himself a cup of water and led me to the nearest seat. He sounds like an interesting man. Is he your friend?
He's a music buddy from a long time ago. A nice guy, but he enjoys teasing me far too much. He gives me so much trouble. Why did he have to say that to you? Don't believe anything he says. Even better, just forget everything you heard.
How come?
Well, it's embarrassing for someone my age. Plus, he made me look like a moron right in front of you.
He muttered under his breath while bashfully looking away. It's not like that at all.
Huh?
You're so into music that you haven't had any free time to go and date anyone. That's really impressive if you ask me.
Thanks. So, if you're thinking that, does that mean you have a good impression of me?
He asked suggestively while gazing into my eyes. I thought he was a nice guy, but when he asked like that, it was hard to answer.
Well, I think you... Here you go. Leftover sandwiches, soup, salad, and coffee. I even bought some cake as an extra. The cake's on me, so I don't want to hear any complaints coming from you. Yeah, thanks. I still have some cleaning to do, so I'll be in the kitchen. Holler if you need me.
The owner once again disappeared back into the kitchen, balancing the empty tray.
Shall we eat now? I bet you're hungry.
Yeah. I wondered what Subaru was about to say just a moment ago. I would have asked, but I didn't want all this food made for us to get cold and go to waste. Yum, this is delicious. This coffee is one of the best I've ever had. After clearing my plates of food, I sipped on a delightful cup of coffee.
It's the owner's secret blend. I'm sure he'd be glad to hear that you like it so much.
This cake is tasty too. The spongy texture is so fluffy.
I think it goes great with the coffee.
Subaru commented with a smile. He and the owner got along so well, I imagine Subaru came here often.
There's some cream on your mouth.
Embarrassed, I went to wipe it off. Left side. I wiped the left side with a napkin.
Wrong side.
Subaru reached out his hand and swiped across my lip with his finger. Huh? Then he licked the glob of cream off his fingertip. Hey!
Does that count as a kiss?
A kiss?
It was delicious, thanks.
He spoke to me with a smile blooming across his face.
Sitting with you here like this, it's hard to believe how crazy it got earlier.
Yeah, but speaking of which, why did you announce that anyway? What were you thinking? It had been on my mind, and now was a good chance to ask.
Well, I have to stop singing because I can't think of any lyrics.
You mean, like, new songs?
I have the song, just no lyrics. One day it just came to me out of nowhere. It sounds real good. I just know it's going to be one of my greatest hits. But the lyrics never came to me.
He explained with a distressed look on his face. It was enough to put his career to a standstill, so he must be very troubled about it. Well, what kind of song is it? All of his songs that I knew were rock songs. Maybe he was having trouble because it was something different from what he was used to.
Well, it's a ballad actually. A love song.
What? Love? That's the problem because he hasn't been dating. That was such a major tangent from all the songs he had done before.
Does that surprise you?
Yes. Yes, I wasn't expecting that at all.
At least you're honest. For you to be surprised, that must mean you've heard enough of me to know what I sing. That kind of makes me happy. It isn't like I purposely avoided love songs until now, though. When I make a song, it just comes to me, melody, lyrics, and all. Even how I should dance on stage, it comes like a flash of insight.
You're a music genius.
More like a music moron. I'm so into music, it's like I don't care about everything around me.
That's not true. You're a very nice and fun person to talk to. The staff all think you're great, and they all like you a lot. If they only cared about music, they would never be saying all that about you. And that surprise, really?
Huh?
Subaru must have been stunned to hear those words from me, since his eyes were open real wide. Sorry, I didn't...
Wow, that means a lot to me.
With slightly rosy cheeks, he turned his face from me.
I just never realized people thought of me that way. I've been called nothing more than a people pleaser since I try to be nice to everyone.
That's terrible.
I guess that's just how people see it. It's not like they're far from the truth.
He spoke with self-derision and a pained expression across his face.
I think I'm afraid of people not liking me. That's why I try so hard to pretend to be someone kind when I'm not.
You don't have to be afraid. People like you of their own volition. Your personality and your songs make people go crazy for you. I love your songs too.
Just my songs.
Oh, don't be mad. Look, I don't know you well enough to know if I like anything more than your songs. Well, I'm starting to suspect, but we've only known you for a couple of hours personally. He questioned me, staring straight into my eyes. No, I like the rest of you too. Well, that I can see anyway. I felt more than embarrassed admitting this to his face.
Thank you. You're a kind person, really. If you like my songs, are you anxious to hear more like everyone else?
Of course. If I can help you somehow, I want to. I hope you can return to music soon.
I want to come back soon too, believe me. It's not normal to quit just because you can't think of a single song. But that one song consumes my mind. I can't think of anything else. I can't move forward. I won't be able to sing again until I finish that song. The problem is, without knowing love, I don't think I could finish the song on my own.
Can't you just make up some lyrics?
I tried that at first. I thought of what it would be like to be in love. It's not enough. I want you to look at me. I need your heart more than my own. I want you to love me.
He rattled off lyrics in a sing-song voice. Oh, sorry, that wasn't sing-song. I knew he was saying it like a song, but it felt like he was confessing to me right there.
There's a limit to how much I can pretend to know. It just doesn't feel right.
So why don't you just date someone? Wouldn't that solve all your problems? Like me, right here in front of you? To be honest, I would feel a little sad to see him dating some girl. That would hurt me a lot more than never hearing him sing again. What, really? Even though you barely know him?
That's a good idea.
He nodded fervently with a smile. It was my own idea, but it still made me feel terrible for going along with it.
Would you go out with me then?
Huh? Was he just joking with me?
If you just become my girlfriend, everything would be solved.
He suggested it rather merrily, with a sparkle in his eye. He was very pleased at having finally found a solution for his struggle. I just wasn't sure I wanted to become his girlfriend for a reason like that. Besides, there were plenty of people more fitting for someone as popular as him.
You could do it just temporarily, until I figure out the lyrics. Come on, say yes.
I don't know. Only if you put some actual effort into loving me.
Do you need time to think about it?
Yeah, it's just so sudden. I don't know what to say.
Sorry, I didn't mean to trouble you. I was just so happy that you helped me find a solution. You care about me. I just got carried away.
Well, first of all, why me? Oh, he did say he's had his eye on you, kinda. I mean, when you were working for Kay. That was the part of all this that made the least sense to me.
Because you helped me find some lyrics.
Huh?
When you ran into me and we kissed earlier, it came to me.
So, this all had to do with completing his song, nothing more. Oh, don't be an idiot. I understand that, but it could have been a coincidence. Besides, that was an accident. That was an accident. Our lips just touched incidentally.
That was a kiss, whether you like it or not.
He reached out and gently took my chin up with his slender fingers.
I still feel that kiss on my lips. Don't you?
Subaru ran his finger slowly across my lips.
So, are you saying my kiss didn't make you feel anything inside?
Well,
maybe not, though. It was only for an instant. Oh well.
Finally, it looked like he was returning to rational thought.
In that case, how about we do it again, just to make sure?
Do what again?
Do this.
He leaned towards me, bringing his face ever closer. You're not going to... Are you? His hand clasped my cheek, while his face and lips drew near. And then he kissed me on the lips. My heart went numb, and my insides felt like they were melting apart. If he didn't end it soon, who knew how my body might react? The next instant, he broke his lips away. The sensation vanished. I was both relieved and sad at the same time. It was a strange feeling, really.
How was it? Did you feel anything this time? Or was that not enough of a kiss?
When I thought more might be coming, my heart soared in my chest. Why was I getting so excited over kissing this man I wasn't even dating? Why was I craving his kiss so much that I couldn't constrain myself?
If you want me to stop, just look away. I won't do it anymore, I promise.
He leaned in again, slowly bringing his lips closer for another attack. All I had to do was look away. It was as simple as that. We could forget all about dating each other as if nothing had ever happened. I would forever be nothing more than a stylist to this rock star. Well, if you even got to be a stylist to him. In the first place, he and I were practically living on two separate planets. How could the two of us date each other when our lives and status were so far apart? In the end, I couldn't make myself turn away. Entrusting my lips to him, I closed my eyes as our lips closed around one another. Subaru. This time was much different than the peck before. It was deep and full of passion. It felt like a proper kiss, a kiss of lovers.
Did you like it?
He asked, after peeling his lips off mine, whispering into my ear. I couldn't make myself talk, so I slightly and bashfully nodded.
Good.
His eyes squinted, as a smile pulled back on his lips. I wondered why he looked so incredibly happy to share a kiss with me. Perhaps he had thought of another line for a song or something. That could only mean kissing me wasn't out of love, but just to complete his lyrics. "You silly girl, don't you know they go hand in hand?" "You can't fake it," he said.
So, will you go out with me?
"If I do, will you be able to sing again?"
Of course. As a matter of fact, I just thought of another line right now.
A great broad grin broke across his face. "So, this is just to make your song." The words left my mouth all on their own, but fortunately they were muttered quietly. "Nothing, don't worry about it. I don't know why you think of lyrics when you kiss me, but I'll do my part to help at least."
Thank you.
While I wondered if I had made the right decision, his smile glowed back at me.
So, from now on, you're my girlfriend.
"Girlfriend?"
That's right. We're officially lovers from now on.
He stroked his fingers through my hair and smiled at me. When the words sunk into me, my heart stopped and my cheeks roasted with red. I couldn't help feeling excited, even if us dating was only temporary, even if it was just a way for him to think of lyrics.
You are blushing. It's cute.
His fingers prodded my cheeks.
I look forward to seeing what other kinds of faces you can make. Hopefully I'll get to see the eyes of a maiden in love.
Subaru extended a hand toward me. I'll do my best." Regardless if it was temporary or not, Subaru had picked me over anyone else. I felt glad for that and took his arm, only to be yanked into a tight embrace.
It's me who has to do their best. This is just the beginning. It all starts from here. You took my hand when it needed holding most. I won't ever let it go. It's a promise, so you know. I'll love you as long as your heart is mine.
Are these lyrics? That sounds like a lovely song.
A song? Oh, well, I guess.
You guess what?
Forget it. Anyway, let's get along, you and I.
He placed a kiss on my cheek and smiled brighter than the shining sun. Somehow or another, I had become Subaru's girlfriend.
I think it might be okay now. Could you call us a taxi? I did. It should only be a few minutes. Thanks.
Subaru went to pay both our bills and headed toward the door outside. "Subaru, can I pay for my own?"
Nope. I've got to pay for my girlfriend. What? So you're a pair after all. I knew it. Since 5 minutes ago. Rockstar finds new love. Sounds like a tabloid that might actually sell. If that happens, you'll lose one. No, 2 regular customers.
He said while pulling me close by the shoulder.
Can't let that happen. It would be too much of a shock to my earnings. Don't worry, no one will find out about it from this dirty old cafe. Good to know. Well, it's about time to go.
Giving the owner a hefty slap on the back, Subaru slipped something into his hand.
Yeah, taxi's here. I'll get the door for you.
Thanks. The owner headed to the door for me and I walked outside. Waiting for us outside the cafe was a single taxi. Huh? What about Subaru?
He'll go later. If you leave together, someone might see something. You be careful now that you're dating him.
He whispered some caution into my ear. I had almost forgotten that we were now dating. As I entered the taxi, the owner had a few words with the driver. Staring out the window as I waited, I looked longingly into the cafe window. I guess there will actually be danger from dating these stars, huh? And then, beep! My phone let out a sound, showing I had gotten some mail.
Thanks for today. Sorry I can't take you home. I would have liked to have given you a goodnight kiss. Dating in secret sounds like it could be fun. We've got to be careful. Message me when you get home. I want to make sure you get there safely. Talk to you later. Love you.
It's a little too early for that. It felt by all means very typical of a message someone might send their lover. It was scary, thinking I might end up actually falling in love if this keeps up. Just how much of what he said was serious? After I got home, I sent Subaru a message like he asked. When I got out of the taxi, I was surprised to hear it was already paid for. I guess that was what the owner was doing when he spoke to the driver beforehand. It must have been cash that Subaru slipped to the owner right before I left. I can't believe he did all that for me. Ring. Suddenly, my phone started to vibrate and ring. It was a call from Subaru. Hello?
Hi, thanks for the message. Glad to see you made it back okay.
I have to thank you. Not only did you pay for my dinner, but for the taxi too. You didn't have to do that.
I'm your boyfriend now. It's only natural.
Maybe, but I still feel like I owe you now. I'll make it up to you somehow.
Can I put in a request?
Sure.
I want to sleep next to you.
What? It was so sudden that I couldn't believe my ears. You mean together?
Is that a no then?
Well, don't you think it's a little fast, considering we just started dating?
Guess I'll have to work on you then. That's half the fun. Oh, I'm just remembering your kiss. It was so good. Your lips were so warm. They just filled me up inside. I'm burning up. It's making me feel a little reluctant to sleep on my own when I think of you.
When I remembered his kiss, my heart started fluttering like crazy. Was I feeling the same emotions as him?
I want to talk to you more, touch you more. I want to see your face more. It's not enough to just kiss. I want to feel more of you. But I don't want to ruin it by doing that too fast. Not when I found you after so long. Just that someday, I hope we can go down that path together.
Okay.
Thank you. I love you. Good night.
Again with the I love you. It's too soon for that. He whispered softly into the phone before ending the call. With my life now wrapped up in a secret love, I wasn't sure how I would face the next day. Hopefully there really will actually be dangerous situations. Because that's what I was hoping for with the title being Dangerous Relationship, but I don't know, from the little things I had read, I was like, I didn't actually see danger. Is all the danger just worrying about being found out and hounded if we got found out? Well, I guess we'll see you later on. Hope to see you in my next video or in some of my other ones, and I'd be so grateful for any likes, comments, subscriptions, or shares with your friends to show some support. Thank you so much for joining me, and I wish you all health, happiness, and safety. Dirili signing out. Bye-bye, everybody.